Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by a man back from an elbow injury that sidelined him for the majority of 2019. At 38 years of age, it's Ben Roethlisberger. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
2nd and 9.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 68 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Giants.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try to run for him with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Green hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. With Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
That's a 39-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. The end result, 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Giants.
Off play action, Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
Jones.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
18 on the play.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he'll escape to his right and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Nigel Bradham able to run it down for a loss of a yard. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6.
Jones pass.
No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Roethlisberger is sacked.
Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. On 2nd and 15 now. Roethlisberger.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
First down, New York.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
A.J. Green with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Point after.
When A.J. Green is on the field, you never know what you're going to get, but it's usually exciting, and that was certainly exciting.
He's an elite route runner, has big-time speed, tremendous body control, and I love the way he reacts to the ball in the air. He locates the ball a lot faster than the defensive backs and makes plays on them, and they often turn out really, really good for Cincinnati Bengals.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different way? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it fights through one man. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the slant, complete to Green. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Good shot.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Jason Myers.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sacked. A loss of 5.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he finds Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Giants.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
That's not good enough, man.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jones sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 11,
Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Terrell Suggs make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And unable to connect, incomplete.
Intended
Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Jones off the bootleg. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Point after.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
27-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at the 49.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They're running. Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Intended for Mark Ingram.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, bananas Miller, he's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens cut into that lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And Barkley did not get there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
15.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
Demario Davis.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Bartlett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
26, Saquon Barkley.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
8-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.